All right, let's take a look at number seven. Number seven from the homework. Number seven states DeAndre bought 6 games for $12 each and a controller for 49. He gave the cashier 200. How much change should DeAndre have received from the cashier? So we know the number here we need to circle is 6, 12, 49, and 200, right? 6 games for $12 each. That's what we need to be careful about. And the question here is how much did he receive back from the cashier? Really, whenever you see that, you're gonna have to divide at the end. So 6 games for $12. Let's figure out how much money we earned from games first. Let's multiply 6 and 12. And what does that give us? Let's just turn that around. 12 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 1 times 6 is 6. Now we add, bring the 2 down. 1 plus 6 is 7. The answer here is 72. We're going to add 72 with the price of the controller. 72 plus 49. Let's add that. 2 plus 9 is 11. 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus 1 more is 12. The answer here is 121. But we're not done because we need to subtract here. Subtract 121 from what? From 200. That's how much he paid, right? DeAndre paid 200, and we're taking away $121. So can 0 take away 1? No, we have to borrow. But you can't really borrow from 0 because 0 means nothing. You can't borrow from nothing. Therefore, we look at the hundredth place, and we're going to borrow from that 2 to become 1. Put a 1 in front of the 0. Now we have 10 at the 10th place. Since we have 10 now, we can lend 1 to the 1's place, and that 10 become 9, and put a 1 with the 0 at the 1's place. 10 subtract 1 is 9. 9 subtract 2 is 7. 1 take away 1 is 0. The answer is 79. And that is why B is the correct answer. Let's take a quick look at number 8. Number 8 says compare the two values. Oh, sorry. Number 8 says compare the two values of A. So I have two equations here. The first one is what is 36 divided by 9? So we can count by 9s here. Okay, let's see how many times we're going to count before we run and get into 36. 9, 18, 27. The next one will be 36. So how many times did we count? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since we counted 4 times, we know 36 divided by 9 is 4. Okay, let's look at the second part. It says 32 divide A equals 8. So to find the answer, what A is, we're going to do 32 divided by 8. Let's count by 8. See how many times we're going to do it before we get to 32. We start with 8, 16, 32. Okay, so we counted 8. Oh, I'm sorry. 8, 16, 24. Then 32. Ooh, almost made a mistake. How many times did we count? 1, 2, 3, 4. We also counted 4 times. So the answer here is 4 also. So for the first question, obviously A equals 4. For the second one, A also equals 4. So they're the same. Let's look at the answer choices. A says the value of A in the first equation is greater. Is that true? Is the value in the first equation greater than the second one? Since 4 and 4 are the same, A is wrong. How about B? The value of A in the second equation is greater. Well, if the first one is not greater than the second one, because they're the same, the second one can't be greater either, right? That doesn't make sense. How about C? The value of A is the same in both equations. Does that seem to be the case? 4 equals 4, is that right? Yes, it is correct. That is why C is the correct answer. Okay, let's take a quick look at number 9. Number 9 says 16 divided by A equals 4. The question states, what is the value of the missing number? Explain how you know. So, in order to do this, we can think about a division problem is the same as a multiplication problem. So 16 times what? Oh, I'm sorry. 16. Mr. Wong is making mistakes today. Very bad. Okay, so we are thinking 4 times A equals 16. What is A? What number goes here would be so that 4 times this number gives you 16, right? Let's just count by fours. 4, 8, 12, 16. We counted 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. That is why 4 is A, and A equals 4. So, how do we answer this question? You should write the value of the missing number is 4. Explain how you know. Because 4 times 4 equals 16. Okay, can say something like that. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Thank you so much for paying attention over here. Let's take a quick look at number 10. Number 10 is another very interesting question we must master. By now, you should be able to do this really quickly and efficiently. It says which story problem correctly illustrates 7 divided by 3. So since it's a division problem, and we're talked about that division problem, we're looking for the word equally. Okay, this is the key word here that signifies divide. Which sentence have this word in it? Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna do because this will take not a lot of time. I can do this quickly. So does the question answer choice A have equally in it? Let's just read it. It says Christian bought 7 bags of Doritos. He shared the Doritos equally, there we go, equally among his 3 friends. How many Doritos did each friend receive? Since A already got equally, and I know that means to divide, I'm gonna pick A as my answer choice. And I'm just gonna move on. Alright, if I have time, I'll come back and check. But for now, that's what I'll do. Let's take a quick look at number 11. Number 11 says, how do you correctly show the following addition sentence as a multiplication equation? 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals. So the first thing we do is we're going to take the number that's repeating itself, write it as the first multiplication number, 7, then write the multiplication symbol. Then count how many times 7 repeated itself. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. 7 times 4 equals something, right? So in this instance, we're going to count 7 4 times. So let's do that. 7, 14, 21, 28. Our answer here is 28. So which answer choice look like our equation? The answer here obviously is A. That is why A is our answer. All right, thank you so much. Let's take a break.